Aloha everyone, what's really good my dudes? Welcome to another RuneScape news coverage video. For this video, we're going to talk about an upcoming ninja strike regarding the Grand Exchange. So without any further ado, let's jump right into the video. Let's go.
Cats is the illest. What you talking about, Willis?
Alright guys, before we get started, I just want to mention that the stream was in 720p, so the footage you're going to be seeing is pretty blurry, but you should still be able to make out everything that's discussed in this video and shown off, so let's jump into it. First off, Jagex is doing a ninja strike on the Grand Exchange. That's their next ninja strike, and they are showing it off on this live stream because they do want to get community feedback to shape this into the best possible update that it can be. That said, things are not set in stone, so anything you see on screen could change by release. So jumping right into it, the first thing you're going to notice is that the GE slots are now numbered 1 through 8. Previously, they said empty at the top, and you really didn't know which slot was which in terms of your keybinds, so they'll be easier to understand. And a lot of people don't even know that you do have keybinds for these currently, but you do, and these will be able to help you differentiate which is which. They also have labels under each icon per GE slot that tell you whether it's a buy or sell, because if you're not familiar with those icons, especially newcomers, it would be hard to tell which one's the buy and which one's the sell icon, and it just makes it more easy to understand. Another thing you're going to notice throughout this video is that the bank itself is going to be more responsive. That's because a lot of the things that work with the bank are going to be running client-side prediction. So from your end, it's pretty much guessing what you want before the server even knows what you want. So you'll notice that responsiveness throughout this video. First thing shown off is when you're searching for anything in the GE, there's now a longer list of search results. Searching itself is much more responsive, as you'll notice. And whenever you choose an item from the search results, the search will be compacted. It doesn't actually close like it does previously, and you'll be free to edit the offer as you wish, but you'll still have the search open. So if you decide to change your mind and you want to have an offer for a different item that was in those search results, you won't have to search the term again. It'll be right there available for you. Also, things that you hover over in the search will be highlighted just to create a better visual aid so you can tell exactly where you're currently selecting. Hitting the X in the search bar will delete your current text. This also works with the escape button, and hitting escape again after that will close the search results. Speaking of the escape button, the keybind for exiting an offer and back to the main GE overview window is being changed to escape. Currently, it actually is backspace, but just to keep it better in line with other things that use the escape, it'll be changed to that. In the offer window, they're also adding plus 20 or minus 20% buttons for those who really want to insta-buy or insta-sell anything on the GE and not have to hit plus 5 or minus 5 multiple times. This will be easier for you. Moving back to the main GE overlay window, we see that progress bars will now show the exact amount that is already bought or sold on your current offers. There is a left click at the top right of the screen which now acts as an abort. Currently, you can just right click to abort offers, and that will still work with this release, but there's another option for you. If you do hit this abort button, it will then change to a collect and repeat button, which is also currently in game as a right click and will also still work as a right click, but it makes for a lot more options and more visibility, as some people might not even know these features exist. Now in the top left, however, of each offer is a button that will allow you to edit offers. This works with both buying and selling offers, and you can also edit them from the offer window as well, and the keybind for that is E. If you change your mind at any time and do not want to change your offer, you can hit the escape button to cancel the edit. If you do edit an offer that is partially complete, meaning some of the things bought or some of the things sold, you will only buy or sell the remaining amount of items from your original offer, which is a nice touch. But one thing to note is that if you do edit an offer, you are going to lose your queue in the GE trade, so it is pretty much the same as making an entirely new offer. Moving on to other quality of life features, they've made it so if you're typing in the chat, none of the buttons that are keybinds will activate if you have your chat open and you're talking in the chat, which is a nice change. And speaking of chat, if you are hopping worlds repeatedly, you will not get spammed if you have completed GE offers. There will basically be a cooldown so it won't, show up every single time you hop. Moving on, I want to talk about the sales history. This is basically getting a little bit of tidying up. They're going to be adding buttons for detailed repeats and immediate repeats. They already exist in game as right clicks, but the added benefits of having the visual buttons there will probably see more use on that. They're also also scrapping the idea of having a pinned offer in the sales history, and that is because they're giving us a new feature which is known as favorites. This is an entirely new tab, and you can add a bunch of items to the favorites and track them as you will. You'll have 18 options for members, 6 for free to play. This will allow you to quickly buy or sell items, see their market value, and you can compare them to other things in your favorites list, which I imagine will be useful for like flipping and overall tracking prices. Now you'll be able to search up any item that can be sold here on the GE. A favorite can be edited and changed or deleted on the fly as you so wish. Not only can you add favorites from this window itself, if you're also in a offer window, there is a star in the top right. You hit that button and it'll add it to your favorites list. Alternatively, there is a keybind F, which will do it as well. Any favorited items will have a star icon in the search results too to indicate that they're one of your favorites. They're also making the right click on the GE clerks replace the sets option to a favorites option, and you can just access the sets window in the main GE overview window as you currently can in game now. Nothing with this update is changing in regards to sets themselves, how they work, so they're going to stay as is, but they won't have the right click on the clerk. Anyways, that pretty much wraps it up for all of the cool features that we can expect with this update, at least what was shown off in the live stream. Again, things are subject to change, but you'll probably be asking yourself, when can we expect this in game? And we don't have an exact ETA on it, but Moderator did say that we can expect it next month in June, so that's really exciting. That's just presumably just a couple of weeks away, so I'm pretty hyped for that. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap up the video there. Let me know what you guys think about this update. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. If you're not subscribed and you want to stay up to date on all things RuneScape related, then hit that subscribe button, because I appreciate you watching. I am out. Aloha.